Oh, hello! How are you doing today? Happy Saturday, and also happy Easter? Can you believe that tomorrow is Easter? I certainly can't. I feel as though the end of March and the beginning of April have been simultaneously the quickest and the slowest time of the year. I am so happy that I am safe at home. I am incredibly happy that I have the opportunity to stay at home. But let me tell you, I miss being around my people so much. I miss my patrons. I miss my families. I miss my volunteers. I miss everything so much. So today we would normally do our family art time. And normally with this program, I like to do things that are fun things that are simple for the entire family to do together. Usually our Thursday or Thursday art project tends to be a little more complicated, whereas the Saturday one tends to be a little more simplified, just so families with children as young as 2 and even 1 have done it before. So this project is incredibly simple. I loved making them. I made all of these little Easter bunny garlands. I'm sure I have pointed them out a couple of times in a couple of videos. I have made about 6 or 7 of them in my house currently. I feel as though for Halloween and for Christmas, I have a ton of decorations, but other holidays, I don't have as many decorations. However, this quarantine, I have remedied that issue. The items that you are going to need is just a sheet of paper. Now, if you know how I work, I love to use scrapbook paper because it's very simple. I make a lot of fun crafts with them. But you do not need that. Construction paper would do, butcher paper, regular computer paper if you wanted to draw on it. All of those would be absolutely fine. This is just what I enjoyed using. We're going to need some string. Now, I like to use twine, as I'm sure I've said before too, but you can also use yarn, or you can use just any sort of old string you have around your house. I just prefer using twine. And then the most important thing that you are going to need is a hole punch. And the final thing you are going to need is some pom-poms. However, if you don't have pom-poms, I would also recommend using cotton balls like you use to put like moisturizer and stuff on your face. If you have any of those, I would highly recommend using those in place of the pom-poms. Before I fully quarantined myself in my house for the last 2.5 weeks now, I felt it was essential for me to get crafting supplies. Otherwise, I was gonna go crazy. So let us get started. Oh, and a couple other things I can recommend. I would also recommend if you have these on hand, oh, it's not coming into focus, and look at how wonky doodle the lighting's going. I'm filming this on a really rainy day, so the lighting has been impossible to try and adjust. But if you have these are little hole reinforcers that you can use, you know, when you hole punch stuff for binders. If you have those, I would highly recommend them because depending on where you put the holes, sometimes it'll kind of slip out and you have to tape it, and then I don't know if anyone else does this. I'll tape it and hole punch it again to reinforce it, but this helps you with that issue. What you do is that you take all of your bunnies. Actually, now that I think about it, I can hole punch these all at the same time. Highly recommend you do that too. Take your little buns, as I actually got that from our director, Kay. I once told her I liked rabbits, and then she responded to me, "Oh, you like buns?" And then ever since then, I've just called them buns. I don't know why. I do love bunnies, though. Interesting fact, I'm also a huge cat lover. Did you know that cats and bunnies have the same chemical makeup? Fun fact of the day. So, hole punch their little earsies. That's how we're going to thread our string through. And I'm going to do it to the next set. Okay. And now, take your string. I'm going to take my pale purple string, I think. I like that one. And I don't exactly know how long I've ever really made them, but if you were to line up all of your rabbits or your bunnies, I would kind of do it the length that you think that they're going to be, with a good maybe 1.5 inches on each end. So I'm eyeballing it. That's how I do most of my crafting projects. Fun fact. And there we go. And now You do have to thread these guys individually though. I did try putting them all on and then separating them. It doesn't work. So all you're going to do is, oh my goodness, look at this lighting. It's crazy. All you're going to do is thread your bun buns through. Oop, and I'm going to do it in an alternating pattern of the floral bunnies and the polka dot bunnies. I'm so excited to have more of them. Oh, my poor husband. He comes home and there's more. We have some in the hallway, some on our mirror. I actually have some on my lamp that I have right here. I made one and I put it in a picture frame instead. Like I didn't make it as a garland, but I just took a bunny and then put a butt on, put a little bum on it, and then put it in a picture frame. I have another one on the kitchen kitchen curtains. Another one in the laundry room. I wasn't kidding. I made a lot of them. They were just so fun. This was a project I wanted to do anyway for myself before I even decided to do it as a library art project. So I'm very excited. All right, and there we have it. There's our beautiful little bunny garland. Not showing up super well on camera, but there we are. So you can leave it like this if you'd like. If you don't have the cotton balls or the pom-poms on hand. However, I would recommend getting out my secret weapon, my glue dots. Now, I will admit, on the other project, on the other ones that I made, I did use hot glue instead because I'm planning on keeping these for a long time. If you have hot glue, I would recommend that. If you have regular glue and pom-poms don't mix well. I don't know if anyone else has ever noticed this. So if you were to use like regular Elmer's glue, it just takes a long time for the glue to fully set, and so you have to be very finicky with it. But glue dots, if you have those on hand, I would recommend those. If not, I would recommend either tacky glue, Elmer's glue if you want to babysit it for a little bit, or hot glue. That's what I would recommend doing the most. Probably if I was in the library, I would be doing glue dots, but if you don't have them on hand, that is a-okay. You know, I'm a crafter. I'm a crafter by nature, so I often have a lot of this stuff in my house. And there we have it. And there's our bunny garland. Aren't they so sweet? So, if you end up doing this project, I would adore a picture in the comments of this video. If you don't, I would also just love it if you would tell me about it. I hope everyone has a wonderful Easter. I know that we all can't see each other, see our friends and our family on Easter, which is an absolute bummer. Believe me, I'm feeling it too. But I hope that we're all able to stay fairly positive about the situation, and I hope you all have a wonderful Easter. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you all later. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.